Yep.
All right, well, welcome back to Pirates of Palaton. This is going to be our 5th episode. And let me swap over the screen. If the players wouldn't mind just giving a quick introduction and say hello, starting with Verkon. Just a recap of last session, you don't have to do the full-on introduction and backstory.
Just a recap, correct?
Yeah, what you did last episode, what you're hoping to do this episode.
Well, for Verkon, he ended up returning Rose from her camp back to the shore camp, so she was no longer lost, marking a town's location, gathering Syvyan and Rose after a while to go get Lazai and Dante free from the camp, or at least return to the beach if depending on situation. Ended up getting possessed, losing his pet, and half killing his parties. And now he wants to do nothing but hide in a hole away from the world.
All right, Lisa. How
And I'm
goes our slave?
Lisa. I got questioned recently for my friends, and all I did was tell the truth about how I felt, what's going on. And I'm currently being a masonry.
Masonry.
Just helping out. Masonry. Helping out.
Okay. The sexiest man alive, Dante.
Hi, I'm Dante. I'm in jail.
Care to expound on why you're in jail?
Watch the episode.
Okay. And
Give us views.
Shameless plugs!
Yeah, no, shameless plugs. Please watch our previous episodes, all on YouTube. Syvyan, how about you?
Well, Fish is kind of just going along with. Well, yeah, as Verkon mentioned, Syvyan went along with the attempted possible rescue plot, just to end up getting foiled by ghosts and said, "Fuck this, we're going back to the beach." And then now we're all plotting for a raid.
Rose, do you have anything to add to that?
Can I crawl into a bottle, please? Because that's mainly what Rose wants to do. Just climb into a bottle after that PTSD episode she just went. And murder things. Lots of things.
Well, unfortunately, you can't just climb into a bottle because the only bottles nearby that aren't part of the ship. Well, let me correct that. The bottles aren't enough for you. You need to go get some more.
Well, we are going on a raid, so to the bar!
Sounds good. Last time we did actually start off with Dante and Liza, so this time we will start off with Syvyan, Rose, and Verkon. You guys are at the beach. It is going to be the night before the raid actually starts. You guys saying anything to each other or something? Verkon, Syvyan,
What are we doing?
Rose. I mean, I can see them talking with each other.
Did Jared mute himself on accident?
Did I? Oh. So, last time I must have been pressing the wrong button. Last time we had started with Liza and Dante. This time we will start with Verkon, Syvyan, and Rose. You guys are at the beach about the night before the raid is supposed to happen.
Okay.
Some guys have been given orders to patch up the boat and get it ready. You guys do not have any orders along those lines. So what are you guys doing?
Seeking war counsel with the captain.
Following Syvyan.
Verkon would be in the bottom of the boat using the water-breathing ring he had received from the captain to work.
By War Council, what do you mean by that, Syvyan?
Well, let it to discuss the planning on how to initiate said raid. You know, strategics.
All right. Verkon, were you able to provide a map to the captain of what the town looks like? Or anything of the layout?
Unless I'm to be ordered during this time to do an overview, I only knew there was a town in that direction.
All right.
So we have.
Yeah, go on.
So all we have is a direction.
Can we get someone to... Okay, so we're at the War Council. It is still the evening before. It's not going to be the night before. Roberts will allow everyone in who wants to be there. Do we have any idea how what the town looks like, or any way to get that information?
If we could find Lisa or Dante, we might be able to get it from them.
Dante's in jail.
What? What the fuck did he do? What did he do this time?
Dante, can you please refresh my memory on what you told Roberts as your reason for being in jail?
The lizard.
He didn't tell me what he did. He just said the lizard. So,
So Lisa did a thing.
and Dante had to take the heat for it.
God damn it.
I mean, it was the Dante who said to bring him on, so I'm not sure how to take this. Seems like its own fault.
I tried telling everyone almost since we met him. A lizard was no good.
Yeah, I see your point there. So we don't know anything about the layout of this town, so we can't exactly plan on that. Where's Verkon?
That is a fabulous question, but I can answer the. Considering the situations that happened in the forest, probably not the best of minds right now.
What happened?
Well,
Verkon got possessed.
yeah, we were at that foggish area with all the statues we mentioned, where we said we got ambushed. That was an old battlefield that spirits of the battle have festered, and they happen to have gotten to Verkon. He's not taking it the best.
I don't imagine he would be. All right then. Uh, he calls out. Roberts calls out of his tent, calling for Verkon. Verkon, about 15 minutes later, you're going to hear someone tapping on the wood above the water line inside the boat that you're working on.
Verkon surfaces. What?
Captain would like to see you, sir.
Fine. Verkon will head to one of the boats to head back to the.
All right, while you're heading back, uh, Roberts is going to ask about any ideas about how to take the town, like without just a general plan.
Do we know, considering the conversation you had with Dante, do we know anything about this town, its inhabitants, or their ideologies, anything?
They seem to be mostly halfling. I think he mentioned something about there being a wall, but that's about all I have.
According to the history that Dante and I found previously within that area where Verkon and I and Syvyan got attacked, um, there was a war between human barbarians and these halflings, and apparently the halflings rode piggies.
Pigs? Like pigs or
Pigs?
boar?
I don't know. It was either pigs or boars, but they rode a pork.
Well, that can be helpful for something. They have a sort of cavalry, huh?
Did Dante specify the charges that he was being accused of?
No, he just said the lizard happened. So that could be anything from destruction and theft of property to murder. I don't know.
Well, with that lizard in it, no one will know until we find out.
Well, he'll be acquitted of all charges, everything if we can figure something out.
Then I have an idea if we were looking to get him acquitted. Now, first off, the most important question is here, Captain. Do you indeed, with full inclusion, want to raid this town?
That is the intention. It's a small outpost to be out here that's so close to the coast. We haven't seen any patrol, so shouldn't be too heavily defended.
All right, then. I have an idea to hopefully get access to release Dante while also being able to make a distraction for the raiding party to come in unexpected.
What are you thinking?
Well, Dante is currently being charged with something involving the lizard. I could see what I could do about walking in with just a handful of the crew, um, using my ties to my kingdom, and state and state that I'm hunting someone, and I could simply just give out the proper description of Dante being the person I'm hunting, and that he's on the run from us. If I happen to have him, and if things work out, then I can get them to hand him over to me to be under my charge of my authority for whatever it is I'm hunting him for. And then once he's out, we should be able to come up with a decent enough distraction to get most of the guards off of the wall if there is one, or at least away from any sentry posts, allowing the raiding party to start the attack unexpected.
I like that. That would actually augment well with the plan of intimidation and shock that I was thinking. Because I've been having some of the crew and the Minotaur work on pulling apart the front bow of the ship so it looks like we have a ship being thrown at the wall, at the town, coming down through the forest. So those could work out at the same time together.
What?
Did you just suggest in character that you're going to create the illusion you're going to throw a ship at the walls?
Yes, yes, he did. He's been talking to the men in the Arctic. Then that's a classic Norseman technique to grab the longboats and run them down mountains at villages.
That's beautiful.
I immediately went to the Inquisition with the goat.
So about that time, we're going to say, a few more discussions happen, but Verkon, you can show up whenevs. Unless, unless Syvyan, you have a reaction you want to make in character to that.
Rose just looks at the captain. That sounds glorious.
I'm sorry. Back up there. Did you just say that you want to run a boat on land?
Well, the idea is the illusion of boat. We take like the front part of the boat we're now scrapping, the previous Revenge. We take that, maybe add a sail or two, but nothing major. Keep it as light as we can, and run it through the forest. Who's going to expect a seaside assault from the forest?
Oh, by Odin's eye, that is rather ingenious.
You do come up with crazy ideas to get in this position. Do you have anyone you want to take with you to, as part of this mission, to get Dante out?
I'd prefer to take just a small team, and preferably those that I'm most familiar with. So uh, I'd like to go ahead and nominate Rose and Verkon if they'd be willing.
Well,
Sounds like fun.
I wasn't thinking about having them carry the front of the boat, so that'd do fine with me.
Well, if Verkon, whenever he shows up, agrees to it, then we can head out as soon as possible and hopefully get there before nightfall.
Think you can find a route that isn't through that field?
We can try. Captain, I had an idea.
Yeah?
If we fight those piggies, can we throw the piggies at the wall too?
What if they have sheep?
Let's do that too.
Verkon, whenever you're ready.
Permission to enter, Cap.
Is that you, Verkon?
Yeah.
Yeah, come in.
Verkon kind of lazily walks in. Did you need something, sir?
Well, we thought we were going to have you go up and scout out the layout of the village that Dante's currently be held at, but we have a better idea. You, Syvyan, Dante, and Rose, well, led this time a Syvyan mission, but all head in to get Dante into your own custody.
Dante's in jail, and apparently it's because of the lizard.
I don't really care what the lizard's doing right now. Are we just getting him out, or are we doing something more?
Well, the plan B, Verkon, is we're going to go under the guise of hunters from my kingdom, and we're hunting Dante specifically, and use that as a way to transfer him to our charge. And once he's under our charge, we can then create a distraction within the city walls, allowing Roberts and the raiding party to come in as a surprise attack.
Distraction. Hmm. Captain, do you have any flasks by chance that are...
Flasks, yes. Empty? We might be able
Not
to find a
yet.
few.
We can use my alchemist jug to fill one flask up with some acid. Use that, scroll it away, set it up for a time. Let it leak onto maybe a torch or something that falls into oil and starts a fire.
That
That's a
is,
start.
uh,
Something that you and Syvyan would need to work out. Syvyan, your people don't have any official paperwork, right?
indeed, but aside from the contract that you and I had, I mean, aside from that, I mean, most people don't even really know our country exists.
That's fair. So, want to help me make up some paperwork for that? Just need your crest, things like that. I'll do the actual forgery myself. Gotta be official.
Well, best to make it as convincing as possible.
All right, so we'll work on that. Verkon, you mind checking in with our cleric? You seem off, which is understandable, but like you to talk to someone before heading out.
Aye, sir.
Hey, Captain,
Aye?
could I have one of those flasks that still has alcohol in it?
Talk to the quartermaster.
Yay! Rose goes off to the quartermaster.
Anything else, Verkon?
No, sir. I will take my leave.
You're
Verkon will head
dismissed.
off to the cleric.
All right, first we're going to deal with Syvyan. Syvyan, would you please describe and also roll out a deception roll for me? Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, woof. So unfortunately, as you're trying to come up with the things that would make this look official, you cannot think of any sort
Oh,
of.
and I
That's
thought,
a nat one.
yeah, that's terrible. Wait, why am I the one making this?
You're
The
not the
captain
only
said he
one.
was going to
You're
do
not
it.
the only one, but you gotta help him fake the paperwork. So what you were trying to help with is
Not like I
family
gotta
crest.
forge my insignia. I wear that thing on my arm.
Yeah, but you're not used to having it on
Jared?
paper.
Jared, you're probably pressing the wrong button again.
Oh, no, I wasn't pressing a button at all. You're not used to having it on paper, and so trying to forge paperwork for a country that doesn't have paper, you're just not sure where anything goes.
Frustrated, I try multiple times, crumpling up paperwork as I go because it's just pissing me off. Like, no, wrong.
Syvyan,
No, wrong.
Syvyan,
Damn it.
Syvyan, all you have to do is sign it. Like something that would look like your aunt's name.
You know we don't really do this all that often, so here, how about this? I don't necessarily need the Queen's permission, considering my rank, to hunt down fugitives. So I pull off my rank insignia, dip it in the ink, and then just stamp it on the paper.
But that'll do. Still want to put some sort of official prison guard's name on there. It doesn't actually have to be an actual prison guard, just a name.
I just put my name down.
I mean, sign it off.
Yeah. I just write my name down.
Fortunately for you, Roberts, who did the actual scripting of it and, you know, reading it out, did manage to make a very convincing script of hunting someone down for extradition.
Now, what are we gonna charge him with?
Oh, he's totally being charged with disorderly contact. Uh, let's see, disorderly contact. I also
That's
have
that's
public in,
Oh,
mediocre.
public intoxication, breaking and entry, assault and battery. I mean, we could throw rape in there. I don't like the idea of that, but we can throw that in.
I mean, all those are kind of small things that we wouldn't really try an extradition for. Come on, we need something big as to why I, a ranking captain, am hunting this guy across the country.
Desertion?
That could work. I mean, we both appear to be human, so that could work.
Well, all this happened while desertion, so on desertion as well. So this happened and then he deserted. So,
I like it. I like it. All right, all right. We can work with that.
and then you can also put in some. We'll just also say classified crimes. War criminal sort of things. I've given you the tool here. You gotta sell it.
Well, how about this? Something that actually kind of goes along with the lines of what I actually am hunting. Throw him down for slavery.
I like
I
it.
mean, I'm hunting slavers as it is. The best way to sell it is something that's true, right?
All right, we can do that. So let's head over to Verkon, who's been told to report to the chaplain. if I remember correctly, the chaplain is yeah, chaplain's a dwarf. Old but all Stoneforge, male. Big burly dwarf. He's kind of set up a small altar to his god, Agir.
Overall,
Oh, you're Verkon, aren't you? We haven't actually talked, have we?
no, we haven't. The captain asked me to see you.
Eh? Do you have any idea why?
I assume it's based on the bullcrap that happened out in the forest.
What bullcrap happened out in the forest?
I got possessed and I want to kill the damn thing.
You got possessed by what exactly?
A ghost? I don't know. I'm not from here.
Alright. So you got possessed by a ghost, and take it that meant you did things that you didn't want to do.
I nearly killed both Rose and Syvyan.
And were the actions your own? Did you want to actually kill them yourself?
The only things there that I wanted to kill were those damn fucking ghosts.
Understandable. So, but the action, you didn't actually want to kill Syvyan and Rose, and therefore the actions weren't yours.
There is no reason I would want to hurt them. They are good friends.
And now you're just angry about trying to kill, you weren't able to kill something that's already dead.
Well, then it would be fully dead is undead.
Hmm.
And it did
Alright.
not manage to get destroyed.
So, then in that case, were you able to get back at it? You'd kill it. And would that solve your current trouble? Would you feel like that resolved things?
I more want my hammer and my pet that are left out there freezing and whatever's.
You could try and retrieve them again. We could send that could be done.
All right, Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
Ghostbusters
The vacuum cleaner. Verkon can build it.
is not wrong.
Tell me, you were on a ship before this one, eh?
Yes.
What happened there?
I don't know what, but something attacked, lit the ship on fire, and killed most everyone before I even had a chance to get out from below.
And you don't think the two incidences here are related?
Why would they be related?
Well, you watched an entire ship of people die, and then I take it you said you nearly killed Syvyan and Rose, right?
Yes.
So maybe the two incidents themselves are not related, but the emotions that you're now having are.
All I know in that previous one, I shot one of the assholes on the ship. I don't know where he is, what he is, and I had to hide under bodies to get the hell away on a longboat.
So you don't see any relationship, and you don't think you're having an emotional reaction back on that?
I want my hammer. I've had that as the first item I have ever constructed. That is my smith's hammer. I want my pet. The ghost can go fuck itself for all I care if I get them.
I'll see what I can do to get helping you get that hammer back. Do you have anything that you've been assigned to do?
I will be going to the town around that meadow with Syvyan and Rose to attempt to retrieve Dante, who has been in.
Focus on that for a bit. We'll see what we can do to. We'll see what I can do to get us to get your possessions back.
Thank you.
But Verkon, breathe. Stay focused.
I plan to.
Alright, so switching off from the bipolar Verkon, we're going to head back into town. It is evening. Dante is currently in a jail cell with a gnome extortionist and his terrible lawyer, and then a lapdog of the government. You want to make any more conversations there, Dante?
I'm gonna put my head against the iron bars. Stelos.
Oh yeah, and there's Delios, his favorite prison guard.
Stelos. I'm hungry.
A different guard actually approaches you with says, "Alright, one moment," and heads off. A few minutes later, he comes back with some bread and water. Enough, and he passes around between the cells, but it's not Stelios.
He's mad at me, isn't he? Stelos.
Who's
I'm sorry.
Stelos?
Oh, I forgot the I. Stelios.
Stelios?
Oh. Stelios.
He's not going to hear you.
Why not?
He's not here.
What's your name?
Anton,
Anton.
I'm right here.
I'm cold.
You have a blanket in there.
Can you get me another one? It's kind of small.
No.
Oh. Hey,
What?
Anton. Guess what? Want to play a game?
Anton goes back to the desk. What's the game?
Tell me about my visitor.
Why would I do that?
Because I have questions that need answered.
I don't know who your visitor was.
They said that if I wanted to talk, to ask about my visitor.
One moment. He looks through the logs. Oh, one moment. And he looks through his logs. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Tell him. I'll talk to him
One moment.
after I eat my bread.
He goes up to the door, knocks a few times.
Hey, Virgil.
That oh.
Hey, Virgil. And Virgil looks down at him. You know what? Little people are dicks.
Isn't Virgil like living the high life in the stables right now?
No, he came back.
To the outside of the door.
No,
Window.
no, remember the guard let him in and everything?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Mr. Watched the episode.
I didn't get through all of it. Also, Virgil would probably have left at some point to go, live the high life up at the stables.
Dude. Couldn't even bring me a grape.
So the guard goes up to the door, knocks on it, says a few things, does quiet words. He goes back to his desk. Your visitor will be here as soon as they can. They're probably having dinner right now.
Hey. crappy lawyer.
What?
Give me your blanket.
Why?
Because I'm taller than you, and this is short.
And I'm cold too, your point.
I can keep you warm.
How through the cells are you going to keep me warm?
I could hug you.
I look at him, and my eyes light up with radiant energy, and he's feeling very warm with prestidigitation.
Dante is not only the male gnome attractor, but he's also the male halfling attractor.
I'm a space heater.
Okay, so he's gonna, can you keep that up all night?
Yeah,
He passes
no problem.
his blanket to you through the cell.
Little does he know that it is not going to be up all night. Sweet, thanks.
Alright, so your contact comes back down. The guard leaves, and everyone else just kind of turns away. So decided you wanted to talk, did you?
I got questions,
I suppose.
and I need some fruit.
Fruit, the second I can't help you with while you're still in that cell. The first, we'll see. What are your questions?
What ring are you a part of?
Well, how much do you know about the different rings on Zomwelt?
I've dealt with a couple.
Aye? Any particular ones you want to let me know about?
Not that I can think of. My order was sent to take care of someone I was a goody two shoes back in the day.
I see. Well, I can certainly let you know. Just one moment. She starts rifling around through her bag.
Describe this woman to me.
Hang on. I mean, she's a pretty standard halfling. I just gotta change the setting because this is not working. So she's a pretty standard halfling. Actually, it's kind of curious how standard she looks.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to pull up the symbol right now, so. There we go. So she pulls out an emblem. It looks like a phoenix with a serpent coiled around its neck and tail.
Fucking knew it.
Never heard of you.
Well, that's because we've only started in the slave trading business. We've had other endeavors for several years.
Bastards are gonna die.
Shut up. You're not here.
Yeah, seriously, my dude.
I can't help myself.
Mute yourself.
No, don't. I'm fine. Anyway,
So, I need 4 things. And one of them is my freedom, so technically 3 things.
well, your freedom was already part of this deal.
Okay, so I need 3 things. 1, I need the lizard that I came with. I want him to come back with me.
He's special cargo.
Yes.
Okay.
2, I need a really big fruit salad. And my gear. I need my sword. And Virgil. And 3, I need these 3 idiots to go with me.
That's okay. So you just said that you need your freedom, already part of the deal. That you need the lizard.
Yes.
Dragonborn, correct, is what you're referring to?
Big, tall, breaks chairs.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
You want a fruit salad. You want
And my
your
sword.
equipment.
Yes, and the lizard's equipment. And I
You
want the
always
cuffs
said that
staying on
he's
him.
special cargo.
Yes, but
You
he had
want
equipment.
you want your you want this Dante, not Dante, Virgil, and then you want three. You said you only wanted four things, and yet you gave me 8 things that you want.
Well, you're getting the best of the best. Virgil is included. I need my stuff to be able to protect the cargo.
And
I'm a
how do you
vegetarian.
and how do you plan with these things that you've asked for to transport the cargo? After all, it seemed like you came into this town without any sort of transportation but your own 2 legs.
Look, lady, I know this place like the back of my hand, unfortunately. And my hand's pretty big. I got a way. And I got people.
Oh, good. Then you should know how to get out of that cell yourself.
Look, if I do anything stupid, in the meantime, I really don't feel like getting shot. So if you want me to do the job, I just need some small strings pulled and a crew that I can work with.
All right. Well, and what crew do you work for? Or are you a freelancer?
I'm freelancing at the moment.
Any sort of inclinations for affiliations?
The necklace just goes for a second. Lavelle.
Laval. Was Zarek, this Zarek in this world, actually Laval?
He was a part of the house.
The one in your necklace was also
Yeah, he
part of the
stuck.
house.
Yeah.
So there were 2 Zareks in that house.
No, this created it, and then we'll go over that later. But yes, this was the original creator.
Okay. House Laval. Now that's a nasty treat. They usually only hire drow.
Yeah, well, they have a soft spot for humans every now and then.
Indeed. Very well. She just casually walks over to the desk, grabs a key, and tosses it to you.
Well, looks like you three are working with me. Where's the cargo?
The cargo will be waiting the at the mason shop. You should also find the lizard there.
Okay.
She
And the guards
walks
will be
out.
looking away? All right.
So
Well, boys,
speaking of, oh wait, you got more? Okay.
I unlock my gate and unlock the attorney. You're with me.
Okay.
I unlock the thief. You're with me.
Oh, why?
Do you want out of this place or not?
I mean, yeah, but
Then you're with me.
slave trading?
You'll see. Any questions?
Several.
Good. Keep them to yourself. And I go to the lapdog gate. Hey.
Yeah.
Oh, you can talk without a tongue. Good to
Oh, he
know.
does have a tongue now. He does. I wasn't sure, so he looks up at you.
Hey. Your government backstabbed you and made you a scapegoat.
He nods.
You're with me. And you're out of here. And you'll have a new purpose and a new home. Got it?
Slowly shrugs and stands up.
And if any of you do anything stupid, they never cuffed me. Don't tempt me. Got it? And my eyes glow black.
You and prestidigitation, yeah, they don't react to that. Well, they do. They're like, yeah, sure.
Is
Yeah.
anyone else thinking of the tongueless lapdog as the same tongueless pirate who had the pet parrot in Pirates of the Caribbean?
No.
I went to Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Because that's where I went.
It was the tongue looseners that did him in.
Where's now? Do any of you have equipment?
They kind most the lawyer and the thief shrug, but the lapdog just silently nods.
We're gonna get your equipment. You, attorney dude, you have like a license or anything?
I mean, my license has been disbarred, but I did.
Does it have any markings on it that says you're disbarred?
Yes. That kind of goes with being disbarred. They destroyed the license, like the physical license.
We'll work it out later. All right, we're gonna go get my stuff.
You get a look from the lapdog.
And your stuff.
He's satisfied with that.
Is the guard in the downstairs now?
Nope.
We go upstairs.
You go upstairs. For some reason, it seems very devoid of people.
Cool. Where would my equipment be?
There's a evidence locker.
We open the locker.
Hey, look, your equipment's there.
Is the lapdog's equipment there?
Yep. There's your equipment, and then there's also a short sword and a hand crossbow.
Hey, are these yours?
He nods.
Take them. Is the lizard stuff here?
Lizaz? No.
Okay. Is there any like guard stuff laying around, like armor, other weapons?
No, actually, in this case, because this is not the guard's barracks.
Okay. All right, you two. We're gonna get you something later. And I put my sword back on my back, and I telecommunicate to Virgil. Bring me a pineapple, and meet me at my location. And I'm gonna walk out. Who knows where the mason shop is?
The thief's like, I do.
Don't steal anything unless you ask first. Me, not them, because that doesn't make sense. Got it?
I mean, I just did extortion, not pickpocketing, so.
Okay. And the other one, no stealing stuff unless it's valuable.
Okay.
You're with me. Let's go.
So,
And we're walking.
so you get to the. We'll come back to you. Liza, you're at the mason shop.
Hmm.
How you doing?
Smacking things with hand.
I mean, that's not what masonry is all the time. It's laying brick and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I still smack things with a hand.
Okay, you're smacking things with the hammer and getting strange look from the mason, the mate, your the yeah, from the guy that you're supposed to be apprenticing under when he's trying to explain to you how to lay the brick. Though you did make a really good wall earlier. Uh, how focused are you at smacking things with hammers right now?
I mean, I'm kind of waving.
You broke up there. What?
Probably just waving it around, honestly.
So you're not at. So are you paying attention, or are you not really paying attention to what you're doing?
Not paying attention to him or what am I doing. I'm just kind
Oh,
of there.
okay. So you're paying attention to him. Then you will notice when someone approaches him, just kind of talks to him over the shoulder. He nods quietly, and then doesn't. And then the stranger seems to just goes away.
Ghost.
What?
Who was that?
Oh, business contact for my next job. Our next job.
I mean, there's more.
Oh yeah, of course there's more. It's a thriving community, always expanding. We'll actually be meet. He was just letting us know about the about the job. We'll meet with the actual client here in about an hour or so.
So what do I do then?
Well, you can, if you must, you can continue swinging around that hammer, such as you have, or you can sit down and have some food.
I throw the hammer.
Roll a d20. Okay, you don't manage to break anything. But he is annoyed you just threw his hammer off in some unknown direction. So he,
It's like that cartoon thing. He flings in the air, run off.
right, so he'll send you back. He'll go after it and then chase it down. Come back. Sit you down at his table as he starts prepping your lunch. Before our contacts go and get here, we'll have quite a number of guests, so just keep that in mind and just mind your own, keep to yourself.
What was that?
We're gonna have a few guests come over, so just don't mind them, keep to yourself. He seems to be making quite a lot of food. Like, more, even with your appetite, he's making more than you can eat.
Sir, I'm
Yeah?
not that fat.
You're a growing lad. I imagine you're a growing lad. You can certainly eat a lot, but not all of this is for you. It's for some of the other guests.
Why they get free food?
It's part of good business. You break bread with your business partner, and they will give you better deals.
Nice to our guests. To work too hard for this.
No, you be nice to your guests so you have more chances to work hard.
Some lightning shocks it. Growl.
Well, he does not seem to care and sets out a healthy serving of food for you. You're just going to eat it and enjoy it?
Yeah. Simple.
Cool. Roll me a constitution check.
Oh.
How do you have 9 in your a plus 9 there? Pulling up your sheet, just
He's
Can check it.
proficient.
oh right, proficiency bonuses +4 these days. I just wanted to make sure because that was like 6 and you got what? You
What do you mean +4? It's +3 right now.
Is mine messed up?
I think yours is messed up.
Unless he's proficient.
How are
Well,
you
for,
wait, no. How are you a level 8 sorcerer?
Oh. That's what. Ah! Didn't change. Take it. Give it a -1. 14.
Okay, cool.
Ah,
So
my cat.
things start getting hazy for you. But the
Hazy.
soup is really good, but you're feeling hazy. And when the table gets so... You are currently unconscious.
God damn.
Dante,
Hmm.
your thief friend is walking you up to the door of the masonry, and you hear from inside.
Is that common around here?
No. Sounded like a shirt fell.
What's your name?
Why are you asking me all these names? Fuck
I
you.
need it. I need it for my notes.
Ah, the thief, his name is... It's not as easy because I can't just use human names.
I mean, there is halfling generator names,
I
and they
know.
usually come by like 5 at a time.
Articus. Articus is my name.
And you?
Felix.
Of course. Okay. I pound on the door.
Oh, yeah, just one moment. He opens up the door, and inside you see a, pretty stout built halfling and a passed out lizard on the table.
Do I see him breathing?
Yeah, he's totally breathing.
Did you knock him out?
Yep.
May we enter?
Yeah, sure. The rest of the food's fine.
Oh. Fuck.
Do you have fruit?
Uh, what's your passive?
15.
So from behind you hear a kind of
Hey, my son.
Folger flies up with a chunk of yellow fruit in his mouth.
I hold out my hand as he drops it and flies up onto my shoulder, and I put it in my mouth. Awesome.
It's mango.
I don't even care. May we come in?
So he's already given you the okay to come
Oh,
in.
we go in.
Cool. There's plenty of food for you.
You three eat all you want. Do you have any extra daggers or anything laying around this place for my companions?
No, this is just a way station. We don't have any extra weapons here. Right now, I'm just waiting for the rest of your cargo to get in.
Do you have water?
Yeah, we have some water. I have
May I
water.
have some? May I have some water, please? I
He
am quite thirsty.
dips some out of in a ladle and hands the ladle to you.
Thank you. Delicious. So, how long have you been a part of this organization?
Well, I've been working with them since they started in town here. I'm one of the first insurgents, so about 10 years. Why?
Well, I've heard a lot of different slave names or circles, and I've heard of some pretty nasty houses throughout the years. Never heard of this group. So I'm just trying to get a ballpark of how long they've been around.
Well, I don't know much about how long they've been around. Total, just inside this town. It was one of the first contacts they hit.
I see. Do they mark their cargo like I marked the lizard?
I mean, how'd you mark the lizard?
I stabbed him with a hot brand
Well,
on
yeah,
his
where?
ass cheek. His ass cheek.
Well, no, we Generally, they try to keep most of their cargo untraceable. You'll see that for yourself in a bit.
Do you have a brand like to show? She only showed me paper.
Oh, you're asking to make sure I'm the right contact.
Indeed.
So, uh, he takes the bowl out from Lizard's head, dumps it, places it head down in front of you, and you see the symbol. It's in less detail, but it's there.
Virgil's gonna send a telepathic message to the thief, just the thief, to steal that later.
The thief just kind of goes,
Do it.
"What? I don't steal things like that."
Telepathically, do it, or I'll kill you.
I don't know how.
I look around.
Noob.
I look around. So,
By the way, he said all that stuff out loud. The other
ignore
guy's
him.
like, "Steal what? How?"
I asked him to steal something in the armory, and he's probably now thinking about it. He got charged for being a public nuisance. I guess he's an idiot. See? Look at that.
No, I did not get charged for public nuisance.
Shut up. He doesn't know better. They told him everything else. I apologize on his behalf. Do you have a bag for us so we can carry some food along the way?
Yeah, that's what most of this is going into, is food for you guys.
Awesome. As I look around, tell me what I see, besides obvious masonry work.
Honestly, you're in a small hut that looks pretty basic. It seems like his job is masonry. When you look at things on the surface, you don't see anything that would tell of, you know, anything esoteric going on.
I see. And I'm looking around, so do they pay well? Maybe this might be a group I can actually fit in with.
Yeah, it's a good solid trade.
And the masonry's a front? Or is that something you actually devote yourself to?
A little from column A, a little from column B. I don't need to, but it makes for a good front rather than just some rich old gnome and rich old halfling on his own in this place.
I see. How long until the cargo gets here?
Yeah, it should be finished getting here any minute now.
Cool. I'm going to send a telepathic message to the guy with no tongue.
Mm-hmm.
When the cargo gets here, kill him.
He just kind of shrugs.
And I'm going to need a wheelbarrow, please, if you have an extra somewhere in the back to carry him, as I point to the lizard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Or you could just smack him awake once we got him in cuffs again.
You mean he's not cuffed?
He literally passed out when you knocked on the door.
Does he have the one cuff?
Yeah, no, he still has the
Okay.
cuff keeping his
Yeah.
magic out.
Go ahead and cuff him. And then I'll get a wheel. And then Felix, go get the wheel. Go get a wagon, please.
Alright, so after a moment he comes back. Yeah, things are set up and they're here. Shall I show them to you?
Please.
Like, there was no sign. You did not notice anything. And he's just like, yep, they're here now.
Please.
So he opens up one of the cabinets, and he opens up the door to it, and then he opens up the counter to it, and it leads into a stairway.
After you, good sir.
All right. First time
At
here,
this
I understand.
point, no, go ahead. I'm sorry, Jared.
It's your first time, I understand. He'll start climbing down.
All right, I follow.
Okay. Down there you see room. It's pretty bare. There's about 5 women there.
Are they all blindfolded?
Yeah, actually.
Good. And they're all cuffed. Okay. And I'm like inspecting them. So you're cuffed, quiet. Okay. Excellent. And I hold out my sword as it glows brightly. Is there anyone else besides the people that I entered with, the dwarf or the halfling and the women?
Sorry, you asking if there's anyone else there?
Yeah, besides the slaves, the dude, me, and my people.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Oh God. Oh, thank God.
So it's a 10. None that you can see.
Okay. Okay. How did you know they were here?
It's just how it works here.
Let me see. And is there a tunnel that takes me out, or do I just walk them through the front door?
Yeah, that way.
And how? Okay. Okay. Let's go upstairs, get the lizard cuffed, put him in a wagon down here, and do you have cloth, like thick, heavy cloth?
Yeah, I can get that for you.
Good. Can you please wrap it around the lizard's muzzle, snout, beak? Make sure he doesn't talk when he wakes up.
Sure.
Thanks.
Climbs back up the ladder.
I'm gonna do a quick look and then go back up.
Okay. Seems to be rummaging around his room.
Is he? Are we all in the room, or is he in a separate room?
He's in a separate room.
Okay. I look over at the silent one, and I nod, and I pull out my sword, and I look over at the one that I told to steal the bowl, and I, with a hand, motion to put it back near the lizard.
Okay. So he pulls out his short sword. The other one moves the ball near the lizard.
And I just put a finger up to my lips with a wink to the other two. And I motion for the quiet one to follow.
All right. They kind of nod, unsure of what's going on here. Quiet one. He gives you a knowing nod.
I motion for him to go first.
He goes in, and gotta make some dice rolls here because you're having me play with myself. On camera, no less.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
See,
being
I told you,
recorded. This is going on YouTube.
I told you. You're going to work.
Man, with how hard you're going at it, you might have to bump up to Pornhub.
Okay, so. Oh, that's definitely a crit. So the silent one just kind of quietly walks up on the guy. I forgot, this is a crit. I need more d6s. More d6s. Where's the other d? There's another one. Don't feel like dumping out my d6s yet, because There it is. There's the last one. Okay. Oh yeah. The dog just kind of walks up behind the guy very quietly, has his short sword underhanded, and just stabs it through the guy's throat. The mason just kind of falls dead. Don't want that falling.
as as our DM falls as well.
Ow. That hurt.
I'm sorry, buddy. Cool.
No, I
I take.
legit scraped my finger open.
Oh, I'm sorry. So I take. Did he find some heavy cloth?
Yeah, that he was holding some heavy cloth.
So I'm going to take it and I'm going to go over to the lizard and I'm going to wrap his mouth shut with a very tight knot.
Okay, and with that, we're going to take a quick break. So, in the meantime, players just ask each other questions about characters. I don't know. I need to bandage my finger.
Sorry.
That is fabulous, Jake. You're doing an amazing job over there.
That was beautiful.
I got nothing from John. He knows.
Well, I'm asleep.
That's true.
Just silence.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to get a long rest in since we're still on the same day that we just got back from that ghost fight. And Verkon, I'm still kind of divinely weak. Verkon's just needs to just take a rest after what happened to him.
Never.
And if I can hopefully convince the captain of doing so, he'll send a crew out to retrieve Verkon's stuff before we leave out the following morning. So that way Verkon will be a little bit more at ease.
I think Jake forgot one thing though.
What's that?
Where's my fucking sword?
I'm working on it. Like,
No, you're
hold
not. You're
on.
walking out of the city.
No, I'm not. I literally killed somebody. I haven't even gotten to get your shit yet. Don't worry about it.
It's at the guard tower still.
Oh.
I was just there today.
Good.
Yeah.
Don't you like how I said that you're branded on your ass cheek? Like, come on. He didn't even doubt it. He's like, yeah, probably. Guy looks like he's into some weird shit.
I mean, to be fair, that is a good place to put a branding so that no one really notices it.
Indeed.
And how many people will want to check?
That's the
That's a
other
fair
point.
point. Sweet. I have an assassin lapdog.
I mean, kinda, yeah.
I needed a good name for him.
You can name him.
Oh.
I don't know. He'll answer to it.
Spot.
Spot.
Hunk.
Except make Spot sound cool and call him Cerberus.
No. I'm gonna call him Hunk.
So just to be clear, we have.
Or Dog Lap. How long is he out? The lizard.
He'll be out for like an hour.
Excellent. And he's cuffed and everything.
So neat. Oh yeah, there's the end. Taking down a few notes.
I'm gonna add that bowl to my inventory.
Yeah, so like, quick question for Syvyan, just because it amused me. How is Syvyan going to react when Dante walks up to him with the bowl with that crest on it?
Now save it. Save the reaction.
Save it.
Yeah.
I mean, you're kind of meta knowledge.
Fair. I'm just.
I mean, admittedly, I'm already kind of disappointed that he killed the guy, even though he did it so beautifully. Because I kind of want to interrogate him. So I'm hoping, depending on how things roll out, I'm going to get a hold of that chick. And some nasty things are going to happen in a not so fun way.
Aw, with Rose right there, that's just weird.
Yeah.
I've heard of cuckold, but not female cuckold,
Beaver damned?
I guess. So now I'm just going to wait for the lizard. I'm going to sit across from him. And I'm going to wait for him to wake up. And I'm going to let the others take a rest, rummage through the stuff, take what they want. And if they have any questions for me, I'll answer them.
Okay, well, we'll get back into it. We'll go back over to the beach. So, how you guys doing?
I want more alcohol.
Well, you need to supply your own alcohol. I've supplied my own.
Oh, go ahead.
Am I the only one drinking tonight?
Out of character?
Yeah.
Yes.
Am I usually the only one drinking during game?
I
Yes.
have no alcohol. Otherwise, I may be drinking.
Man, I feel lonely. Anyway,
Send me your alcohol. Send me your
this is my
alcohol.
last bottle of dragon's milk.
Go suck on the other titty.
I was waiting for it because otherwise I was gonna.
Hey, I am civilized. I put it in a bottle first.
All right, then you better ready that pump.
This is going on YouTube, you know.
Oh, I didn't know we were still being recorded. What's up, guys?
Yeah, I didn't
Hi,
stop. I didn't stop recording.
That's kind of the point of a break, dude.
No, I didn't say I'm going to stop the recording. I didn't tell
I
you I
love
was
you,
stopping the
Mama.
recording.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everything.
Rip. Rest in peace. Okay, so we're going to go back. Rose, it was nice knowing you.
I'm gonna die.
Chris, I'm sorry for your loss.
Shit happens, dude.
If my mom ever watches these videos, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna so die. I'm dead.
So, anyway, Rose needs more alcohol in and out of game for very different reasons now. Syvyan, you have the official faked paperwork.
Yeah. And considering my natural concern for the situation that happened, I am gonna go have a chat with the chaplain to see if Verkon's still there. Cool, I'll talk with him. If not, I want to get an update with the chaplain on Verkon's condition.
We haven't done me talking to the quartermaster for my alcohol.
Oh, I was just going downtime that. Do you want an actual conversation? Okay. We'll start with Rose and the quartermaster.
Rose walks up to the quartermaster.
Actually, I need to look at the crew list, see who is quartermaster.
No one.
There is
You don't have a quartermaster.
apparently not.
I just assume it's a nameless crew member because the last one probably died.
Yeah,
I mean, we did lose a couple people in the shipwreck, and quartermaster's typically down below where the armaments are.
yeah. So the
Yeah, he
acting
did.
quartermaster is also the Kalka, so a female half-orc named Yoria.
Hi,
Yeah.
Yoria.
Cocker.
Oh, hello, ma'am. How can I help you today?
Alcohol.
Yeah, seems like there's been a lot of asks for it. Here, I'll get you some grog.
No,
She goes over.
flask. Full on flask.
Oh, you have. Okay. She takes the flask from you, dunks it into the grog, pulls it out after water, checks it, does another sweep, wipes it down, hands it back to you.
Yes. I'm gonna go climb into this.
You're going to go climb into. Okay, so Syvyan, by time you get back to her, Rose is her flask into grog, and for those of you listening, grog is essentially just watered down rum.
This doesn't taste as good as the good shit.
No, because it's not rum.
This is bullshit.
Like, I actually checked into this before the game. It's rum mixed with water.
Why is all the rum gone?
Why does it have to be the rum?
I'm the one get.
Though apparently it was introduced by Vice Admiral Edward Vernon, and I mean it was a stand-in for quite some time and still seen as kind of a delicacy drink. So go ahead and give me a D20.
Me?
No, Rose.
What? Why?
Give me a D20.
Whew.
Give me a Constitution check.
Fuck.
Is it a save or a check?
It can be a save. She's not proficient in it either way. Okay. So while this thing does want to go to your head, you managed to mostly hold it. You got a pretty good buzz going by the time Syvyan gets back to. Wait, Syvyan hasn't got back to you.
Yeah, I was actually going to the chaplain, not
Yeah,
the quartermaster.
right. So by time Syvyan will get to you, you'll have a good buzz going, and you're only about halfway through the bottle, the flask. Verkon will be leaving the chaplain as you are getting there, Syvyan.
Uh, Verkon, are you doing all right? Did you have a good chat?
I'm fine. When do we leave?
Yet to be decided. As I understand, you still need to make up some devices to create distractions. Yes.
I just need a flask.
Well, it looks like that Rose is working on one over there. So why don't you two work
You're
together on
not
that?
getting mine.
She shouts over the crowd.
Mine.
Just let me go ahead and do whatever it is you got to do. Make a fair number of them that you can carry in your pot comfortably.
I can only
And
make one.
only one?
That is all the jug creates in a day. Maybe two if I use it tomorrow.
All right. I'll see what we could do about at least holding off until first thing in the morning. You can get that second one made up before we leave. All right. I'll let you get to it. I'm gonna need to have a little chat. Then I'm gonna go walk into the chaplain's.
Okay. Chaplain, who's still watching the door. I am getting quite a number of visitors tonight. So how can I help you, Syvyan?
Indeed, Oberel. So, as I plop down somewhere where there might be a seat.
Yeah, there's some cushions around.
All right, I just plop down on the nearest cushion. Give it a moment as I watch Verkon wander off. So then, tell me about your chat with Verkon. How's he really holding up?
The way I got it, before I answer this, I am compelled to ask, because I do have a certain amount of dignity I try to keep and privacy between when talking to people.
I understand, but considering I'm about to take him out on a field mission sometime within the next couple hours to first thing tomorrow morning, I need to know his stability.
The best I will tell you then that he seemed rather angry and devoted to the idea of getting his hammer and his creation back. But that is all I can tell you.
I stroke my beard, thinking for a moment. Hmm, maybe I can request the captain to see about retrieving some of that before daylight so that way he'll be a little bit more at ease. Thank you, overall. I think I'll have a chat with the captain about this and see what can be done.
Alright. Is there anything else you need of me?
No, I think that'll do for me. Have a good night, and I'll trot off towards the captain again.
Okay. Roberts is currently he's at his desk at his well, first off you come up to Robert's tent.
Yeah, 10.
Also, I forgot, Syvyan, you're actually master at arms now, aren't you? Not just a seaman.
I guess.
That's what the crew list says, so I'm going with it.
Cool. Alright, so I guess I get up to his tent. Here to speak with the captain about our mission.
One moment. So he kind of the crewman posted at the door kind of Captain, you have a visitor. Send him in. So opens up the flap for you.
I come in and take a seat in the other side of his desk if he happens to have one.
Yeah, there's another seat on. Actually, no, there isn't a seat on the side of his desk at the moment.
I'll just come in and stand. Um, Captain, considering the mission, I think we need to at least provide a small postponement till first light, at least in terms of concerning both the primary party's health after the last incident we had taken in the forest, especially Verkon's.
All right, that can be
I am
manageable.
I myself been nearly drained fighting off those spirits, and Verkon seems to be not quite himself. And I spoke with Oberol, and he seems to say that Verkon's greatest discomfort right now may be the loss of some of his equipment that was left behind in that field. I was wondering if there's any way you could possibly dispatch a crew to retrieve it, so that way he might be more himself in the morning and ready for this mission.
I'll have to actually wait till morning for that to do that. I'm not given your report of what you saw out there. I wouldn't risk it during after dark if that's what happened in the afternoon.
Understandable.
So how
I
about
mean, we
this?
may.
I will send in the first of the morning. I will send a crew out there. You guys get yourself finished getting ready for the mission. It would look pretty natural for you guys to come up to town closer to midday rather than first thing in the morning.
That sounds good. Verkon will need time to prepare some of his distractions
All right.
as it is, and then I believe he'll have to do some repair work on his creation. So that'll give us the time to come in at a more appropriate hour.
If all else fails, then I can do a striptease.
Did not need that visual, but okay. Is there anything else I can help you with tonight?
At this moment, I don't believe so.
All right. Then we're going to set up for a bonfire tonight if you guys want to join us. If not, that's understandable.
I think Rose have already started.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like she has. So that night, the crew gets together with the.
And bit for
Whoa.
me.
What?
After leaving the chaplain, Verkon would have gone to the quartermaster.
Okay. You get to the quartermaster.
Quartermaster.
As said, it's the Calker, who's a female half dwarf. So,
Maria.
oh, hi there. You're Verkon, right?
Yes, I need to request 2 empty flasks.
Sure. You don't want them filled with anything. You just need them empty, right?
Yes.
She goes rummaging through the back and pulls out 2 empty flasks. There you go. Anything else?
A thing of grog.
Okay. She grabs the mug, dips it into the grog, and hands it over to you.
While she's dipping the grog, Verkon carefully puts the flasks away, takes the mug, thank you, and starts heading out while
Verkon, come sit by me.
Go ahead and give me a constitution check, Verkon.
Oh geez, we are now about to have ourselves, ladies and gentlemen of the audience, a drunken gnome about to create explosive.
Yeah, the gnome is definitely drunken.
Oh schnit.
Like, that went straight to your head.
considering how much he's drinking already by this point, not surprised.
If the bonfire starts in another direction, we know what happened.
Yeah, and speaking of, the crew seems to be setting together as much wood as they can. You recognize a few pieces as being off of the old ship, and yes, by now they've gotten the bow of the ship kind of sitting to the side.
I can't believe they actually brought it on land. Oh jeez.
But it's literally just the bow, like not even the first quarter of the ship.
We need a catapult and we need sheep and fire. So we can have flaming sheep that we can throw at the wall.
And so they pile up and they get a good. It starts looking like it would become reasonable. One of the lieutenants come over and just casts a small spell and lights it up.
Verkon would noticeably already know he's drunk and know he cannot pour acid without burning himself, and order someone else to pour the acid from the flat jar into the flask. And
So the person nearest to you would actually be Rose.
That's not.
I don't
he would
think
have to go towards his own tent where his stuff would be, and he would be grabbing someone over there who
Okay.
he expect not to be drunk.
Is anyone else imagining the Avengers movie where Thor goes to the dwarves to get a new hammer, and everybody's making a big freaking mess of it because the one guy who can actually do it just is not capable in the moment?
Right.
Yeah, that's what it's in my mind.
Rose goes back over to the quartermaster with her empty flask and is like, "Can I have more, please?"
She's actually already brought out two barrels of grog, which people are freely dipping out of.
I can't reach, it's too high.
So someone dips out for you.
I was actually going to say Syvyan comes through and picks her up and allows her to dip it herself.
Yay,
Okay.
marriage!
So yeah, you get your another flask full. Syvyan, are you taking any?
You're not getting any from mine. I don't care if we're married.
Also, Rose, I'm
Uh,
going to need another check from you.
Cool.
No, I am actually not going to have any. I'm just going to smile at her, pat her on her head, enjoy this night.
You are doing great. The fire starts burning, people are dancing around, you can hear a random singing. No one's actually singing one concise song. There's like three different groups singing three different songs. Basically, everyone's trying to have a good time tonight.
Obviously, someone's singing "What to Do with a Drunken Sailor."
Well, yeah.
Oh, shit.
This goes over to the captain.
At this point, Verkon will have dealt with painful acid and not been near it anymore. Drinking!
Yeah, no, it just keeps going. You're drinking and you're still drunk. You've already failed your sobriety test, dude.
Oh,
He
that
does not
hangover.
care.
That's fine. I mean, you don't have to check again unless you want to botch.
Rose has gone over to the captain.
Okay. The captain seems to be sitting dignified on a chair. He actually has a glass. Like a tumbler glass. He's not drinking out of flasks or mug like everyone else.
Hi, Roberts.
Rose, how are you tonight?
Surprised you're letting me drink after how you found me.
You're in a much better state than when I found you. You got
Fair.
new friends to drink with you. You're not trying to drink yourself into the bottle because you don't want to exist in the world.
I
No.
wouldn't say
You're trying to
that.
crawl into a bottle because of recent events. You're not trying to crawl into a bottle because you don't want to completely dissolve from the world. You have reason to stick around in it.
Fair. True. Come dance with me.
Sure, what the hell. Give me performance.
This ought to be great since I suck at charisma.
Oh my.
You're doing pretty well. I mean, Roberts is obviously doing better than you and leading you well, but you are doing very well at dancing. And you get a small circle of people dancing together with you. Roberts is just kind of he's dancing with you, but he's also dancing with the other members of his crew as, as they come up, he does the rounds with them and you're not doing a brawl or anything. You're just kind of dancing to good music. Syvyan?
Syvyan's actually standing outside of the whole party, just kind of watching in with a small smile before trotting off to go meditate by himself.
Rose stops you.
You're currently
You're
dancing,
dancing.
Rose.
Damn it. I wanted to go and
Hang
dance
on,
with my
but
husband.
you
Work
are
on-
being stopped. The lieutenant from at the start, the female half-elf.
Dellum,
No, it's a different lieutenant whose name's been dropped for some reason.
getcha.
But she stops you. Syvyan, what are you doing leaving?
Well, I need to sort my minds out for what's to become for tomorrow. Normally, I participate in such festivities as it is very much in similar style to my own culture, but usually when you go, a captain of my rank wouldn't participate in when about to proceed with a significant mission such as this.
We're all proceeding with a significant mission. It's just the same reason to participate. We don't know if we'll make it out of the next mission.
That's fabulous reasoning, and you would be very much welcome down below in the waters. But unfortunately, I shed a small tear. Us higher ranking members have to have some responsibility.
Well, you're not in the
Syvyan!
you're not down below anymore. She actually
No,
puts a hand on your shoulder and turns you around. Join the festivities and shoves you in.
Syvyan!
damn it, I was gotta make a phone call.
No! You gotta do shit! A Verkon, I know you're drinking, but you got people dancing around you, people playing music. How are you joining in the festivities?
Verkon seeing a Syvyan trying to sneak off, gets himself another cup, so he's carrying 2 cups of grog, goes over right when he's getting thrust back in, and shoves the cup of mug in his chest.
Rose goes running over to Syvyan. Come dance with me. You too, Verkon.
Now, what is that you guys call up here? Ring around the rosy? Or in this case, since we're all pirates now, ring around the point.
Yep.
What the hell? Slam! Down the throat with all scratch. Chugs another mug and goes into the fray.
Yay!
Are you turning into an actual fray, or are you going to join in dancing? Because I just need to
No,
know.
he's not starting a fight.
What?
He is not starting a fight.
Okay.
Yeah, no, he said he's joining the fray. So the mass amounts of people just going haywire in part.
Okay.
Let's see how bad he fails.
Yeah. Yay! We'll
He
get back
fails!
to that. We'll get back to that.
Wow.
Syvyan.
Just wow.
Verkon found the fire.
We'll get back to you, Syvyan. So
No,
what?
unfortunately, I'm gonna have to make you go through with this because this will pertain to his reaction.
Okay.
Because he just got thrown into the fray, more or less like slightly punched in the stomach with a full mug of grog, and then watch this crazy tinkering gnome get wasted, jump into the fray, and then do whatever it is that is about to happen right now.
So then, who here has played World of Darkness and been to a Brewhall rant and rave? No one? Great. Verkon, when you jump in, you kind of cannonball your way into the crowd. And you went,
Incoming gnome!
and you knock someone
Incoming
over
progress. No.
who is understandably annoyed that he just got knocked over by a gnome. As a response, someone picks you up off his back by your legs and starts swinging you around, wailing on people with you. Congratulations,
Woohoo!
you're now in a brawl. You've joined a fight. It turns
He's
into a
too
bit.
drunk to care!
It's turned into a bit of a mosh pit.
You surfacers, I swear. Let me show you how the sea does it! I slam it and I jump in.
Give me a Constitution check. With disadvantage because you all totally you just throw that grog back all in one gulp. Oh yeah, no, you are 3 sheets to the wind. Rose, you just saw the gnome cannonball in and become a living weapon, followed by your husband, basically like, oh, you wimps. This is how we do it.
Verkon is gonna
This
try and
is
grab
how we
someone
do
during.
it.
Sure, I'll do this roleplay style. You don't actually have to make rolls for your attacks or your damages. Just roleplay this out. I want to hear this.
When he's being swept down, he's gonna be trying to grab people's feet and pull their feet up when he's being lifted back up.
Okay. No, it's turning into a pretty good party here. It works about a quarter of the time. at least one of the time you tried grabbing onto some feet that seemed oddly less like feet and more like hooves. You're not sure why. You weren't able to keep a hold of them because you were too busy trying to figure out why there were hooves here instead of boots.
I don't care. This is fun.
Syvyan, how about you?
Syvyan's just punching people, throwing people, kicking people. We're just going all out at this. And then at one point, he ends up coming face to face with our sailing master, and I just stare straight up at him.
He stares straight back
Sudden
down at you.
sobriety. Sudden sobriety in the eye. Morris, I
Syvyan,
want you to throw me.
where?
Oh, God.
Pick a group.
So he picks
Throw him
you
at the
up.
captain. Throw him at the captain.
Captain is retired at this point, and he's watching this with some interest. Mortis picks you up. He tells the group to go long for the ocean. And he just hurls you as hard as he can towards that group, and they're all just like, and
hold on,
yeah.
mid-air, I transform. And for those of you who don't understand the physical dynamics of transforming from a human to a full merfolk, because of my tail and additional weight, I have successfully doubled my weight and am now 10 feet long. Because tails are fucking big.
This is beautiful.
Okay, so they all just kind of freak out, and they're pretty much waist deep in water at this by time you start coming in, and they just split. They're just like, no! And you just straight into the water like a javelin.
Yeah.
How big of a splash and how many people got hit by that splash?
So the size of a splash. It was unfortunately too close to a belly flop, so it stings a bit. You hit plenty of people as you go with the water, but you don't manage. Actually, no, you do manage to catch a few legs and drag them out down under with you.
Rose chugs back the last of her flask, looks at it, looks sadly at how empty it is, goes back over to the barrel, refills it, tucks it away, and then goes and starts punching, kicking, and whatever else she can do. She is laughing and having fun. Someone's eyes may have been poked, Three Stooges style.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's basically what's going on. Verkon, do you got anything to add?
Nah, he's gonna have it.
Rose goes over to Verkon. Catch me! Let me kick him!
By this point, Verkon, you have been put down by the person who's been, using you as a melee weapon.
I just had a thought.
Okay.
When Dante finds out about this, he's going to be extremely pissed that he's not the one swinging the gnome around.
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
Naturally, you.
But speaking of which, we're going to go back a little earlier in the night, back to Dante.
Hold on. Oh, I said earlier in the night. Okay, no.
Yeah, it is slightly earlier in the night. We're heading back to Dante. Dante, you have you have about 5 slave women, Liza, and 3 new companions.
Hmm.
What are you doing?
Waiting for the lizard to wake up.
So about an hour passes. Okay, Lizard wakes up. His muzzle is tied shut, as I understand it. He's in a wheelbarrow, handcuffed, and Yeah, at least handcuffed.
And feet,
Okay, and feet.
if they had it.
But Lizzie, you're waking up.
Mm.
I crouched down in front of him. And I untie the knot on his muzzle. Hey, what's up? Took a nap?
Did I?
You did. Guy upstairs knocked your ass out.
Upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
We're already up. We're already outside. What?
So, one question for you. Tell me about the conversation.
He was talking to a ghost and said people were.
You're cutting out, John.
Yeah. Try that again.
He was talking to a ghost and said
Okay.
people were coming.
Okay.
Then I ate food. Food.
Let's talk about the conversation from earlier this afternoon. When some important person talked to you before you came to the guy that was teaching you how to do whatever you were doing there. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
The Mason guy. Before you went to the Mason guy, you were talking to someone who asked you some questions. Tell me about that conversation.
I don't recall.
Okay. Well, I'll refresh your memory a bit, and then you're going to tell me the truth.
Is he though?
They asked, we'll see. They asked you about me, and if I held you against your will. Ring any bells?
No one asked about you.
Wait, what?
I don't remember
Oh.
anyone asking about you.
Okay, well, someone somehow put slave trader in my name in that sentence, and you were my slave.
I kind of am now, aren't I?
No, I can let you go. But I want to know I want to know how that conversation, what you said and what they said.
I didn't call anyone a slave trader.
So what did you say?
To who?
The person that questioned you, probably in a building, at a table, offered you something to drink. I don't know.
I try really hard to think.
I mean, it's intelligence based, not wisdom based, so you can remember the conversations that you have had.
I'm still trying to remember. Actually,
You can remember that you had a conversation with some official asking about, your relationship to the person you came to town with.
okay.
And the questions were heavily asking about whether or not you are a slave.
So they wanted to know where I came from, how I got here. I told them that I was forced onto a boat. And you know I'm scared of boats.
Right.
So I said I was forced to go on a boat.
Okay.
And then they asked me if I was ever harmed by anyone. I said yes. And
Okay.
I recall being slapped around, yelled at. But I never said who or what.
Okay. So, do you want to be a part of the group? Or do you want to leave?
Why give me ultimatums?
I'm
I didn't
asking
do
you
anything.
I'm asking you a question. Do you want to stick around with us? Or do you want to go someplace else?
You going?
I don't even know.
Well, that doesn't help me. Why would I follow you? You don't know where you're going.
Where do you want to go?
And I wander around, nomad.
Okay. Well, we're going to stop probably in a couple cities, take care of some stuff, get back on the boat, go to other continents, islands, do adventures, kill things, probably steal things. I don't know. We're pirates. That's what you are. That is what I am. And I'm giving you a choice. You can start a whole new life doing whatever you want without us, or you can be one of us. But if you're one of us, you're one of us.
What if someone gets on my bad side?
Then don't get on theirs. Now we're going to leave. I don't have your stuff. We're going to come back for your stuff. Got it?
I'm not leaving without my stuff.
You're leaving without your stuff.
I am not leaving without my stuff.
Well, you're being pushed, so you're leaving without your stuff, and we're coming back.
I'm gonna break the monocles.
And then I'll knock your ass out. I promise you, we'll get your stuff back, because I want your sword too, if you die.
Such a great motive there.
Yeah.
So, you ready to go? You gonna walk, or do I have to push you?
I mean, can you move 600 pounds?
Got you in a wheelbarrow, didn't I?
I think it was forgotten. I'm still way.
I got you in a wheelbarrow. I can push a wheelbarrow.
And that's your choice, because I'm not walking.
Okay. I get up and I brush off my coat. I look at the other three. I point to the lapdog and I put him in front, or motion for him to be in front of the herd. I motion the Felix to be in the back, and then the other one on the other side. All right, you lovely chaps, you're coming with me. You run off, I kill you. Capiche?
Yeah, sure, whatever. I don't have.
I'm not talking to them. I'm talking to the women.
Oh, they just docilely nod at you.
Good cargo. Now let's go.
You start heading
And
at
I'm
the.
gonna wheelbarrow up.
Okay. It's a little hard to move the wheelbarrow, but once you get it going, you get it going. Momentum carries through on it. And you come out, you can actually see the. Sorry, words are failing me. You can see the wall, but you are outside of the wall.
Near the guard tower, like the entrance.
Naturally, you're looking at just the wall. You don't even see a guard tower.
Oh. I'm gonna make Virgil, that's been on my shoulder, fly up and look to see if he can see if there's any sign of the camp.
Virgil flies up and comes back, sends a telepathic message, just essentially saying, I mean, there's a big fire over by the beach.
All right, let's go. And we're going to hustle the best we can to get there.
Okay. I'll need stamina check from you at disadvantage if you're the one pushing the wheelbarrow.
Come on.
Which is just
Athletics.
Constitution. Yeah, athletics. So, I am.
Ha ha!
Yeah! You got about 10 feet like, woof. This guy.
600 pounds.
Articus and Felix don't do any better. However, the spy, he's just trotting along. Not trouble in the world. Just he gets a few steps ahead of you while you guys are just like, no, we can't do this. We're not good at this. We don't do this. Just looking back at you like wusses.
How's the lapdog doing?
He's doing fine. He got a few yards ahead of you guys and turned it back and just he's the one giving you the looks of, really? I can still see the wall from here.
You know what? I'm tired. Oh, Nelly. Oh, sweet Myrtle's sock hole.
Oh yeah, that's a nat one. You
Oh,
are
yeah.
tired.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Liza, how do you react to
You're
Dante
walking.
basically falling on top of you from sheer exhaustion?
John.
Unmute yourself so that we can talk to you.
I'm not muted.
Okay.
Can you not hear me?
Dante basically falls on top of you from sheer exhaustion. How do you react?
He's calling the.
Call me a what?
He said you're a weakling.
You're just fat. You're walking. Get up.
I mean, is he pushing me out of the cart?
No, I'm telling you to get up.
I'm getting out of the cart. I'm
All right.
chained, aren't I?
Yeah, your feet.
My legs are chained.
You did say
I can't do anything.
Okay. Let me think. Think.
Let me know when their time catches up with our party time.
No, it's gonna be a while. Like your
Hey.
party time so far is taking up course of an hour, more than an hour. You got
Gotcha.
ways.
I'm gonna flip the cart.
Okay.
Like, push him out of it.
Okay.
Walk.
I'm going to hold the back of his half plate, or his chest plate, or whatever. I'm going to hold the back of it. And I'm going to make one of the other three unshackle his feet.
Okay. Uh, do you have the key for the shackles? Yeah, I'm assuming you do.
I don't know why I wouldn't.
So yeah, they unshackle your feet.
Let's go. We're walking.
So I can move freely now
You can walk. Your
or
hands are
run.
still bound, apparently.
I have my hand on the back of your chest plate.
Then I put dead weight.
You're the one walking forward.
You gonna push my lizard bass? Go ahead. I said I'm not leaving without my shit.
Where's Quip when you need him? Virgil, since he's going to be defiant today, find the captain or Verkon.
You'd be too if you're a war right now.
I'm gonna stab you and regret ever letting you walk. Shut up.
Keep talking.
Find the captain or the gnome. Show him where we're at. We'll be here. I need a drink. Oh, and a nap.
So then what, you just going back to the masonry shop or something?
Nope. We're gonna wait.
Wait where?
Right there.
In the middle of town.
No, they're
We're
outside of town.
Oh, I didn't even know you made it outside of town. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right, the tunnel.
The tunnel.
Yeah, the tunnel.
So I'm trying to figure out how to do this because by time Virgil gets there, pretty much everyone is at best 3 sheets to the wind. No one's coming for you tonight.
Yeah, because you said that it took Verkon 4 hours just to fly over to
Yeah.
Rose, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's his flight speed?
Verkon's was what, 50?
Considering,
Yeah.
yeah, I was dashing, so it was 50.
If he dashes, it's 120 feet.
Okay,
Damn.
so
Okay, so it'll take him like half that time, so like
yeah, it'd
maybe an
still
hour and
be
a half.
yeah, it'd be about an hour and a half. Everyone's completely sloshed. They see a little flying lizard come in.
Okay, so that'd be about the time that it'd catch up to our time,
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Because we'll say that's about the time I nosedived and took a couple people.
Yeah.
Well, that'll sober me up for just a moment, long enough to I'll let go of the guys that I kind of grabbed hold of. I'm gonna go out and see just a little bit. And I'm gonna make the damn phone call.
Okay.
Well, partially drunk, yes.
He's making this phone call while drunk.
So one of the last third level spells for the night, I'm gonna send a message to Dante through sending.
Okay. Great. Do it.
Yup.
What are your
Dante,
plans?
we're coming for you tomorrow. And we're gonna be hunting you, kinda. Tell us where to meet you.
Hang on, let me do
So
a
we
quick
can-
count.
Okay.
Yeah, so meet ya, we're at 16, 17, 19. So we can. We're at 19. So now we're at 22 words. You got three words left. So we can. Syvyan. Oh, no.
Yeah, so I was at what you said 22 words at with the final word being you.
Yeah. So we can is the last word I got.
Meet you. So we can meet you.
Well, I got we can. So meet you.
So we
That
can meet you.
yeah, I
Yeah.
know. So we can. I got. So yeah, that was your 25.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Dante, what's your reply?
You idiot. I just sent Virgil. Come find us. I have something for
Cut
the
off.
captain, like now.
I have something done.
It's 25 words,
Okay, fine. Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
For the captain, like now. Please.
Damn, he's gonna make me. All right. Last spell. This is after this. I'm completely burnt till tomorrow.
Until you get a long rest.
Exactly. We can't. You need to make camp. We are unable to travel. We were ambushed and weakened on our first attempt to get you. How many do I got there?
Yeah, I wasn't counting, but you should be about close, so.
Okay.
Send someone now. That's an order.
Oh yeah, because that fucking ever works, right? Well, I'm all out, so that what I gave you is the last you got.
Virgil's gonna fly around and stab someone until they wake up. Preferably Verkon or the captain.
No one's asleep. We're all drunk. We're all having a freaking mosh pit right now.
Actually, Rose is not drunk.
Oh yeah, you started
No,
another flask. Please give me another save.
Yeah, you're buzzed.
I haven't even drank out of that yet. I
Yeah,
put
she
that
said she
away.
stowed it away.
Oh, okay.
So technically, I could go.
I mean, you're doing better than Buzz because you are on your second one. But you're not as bad as Syvyan or Verkon. But do you really want to go by yourself?
Do it.
Verkon's rolling perception to see if he sees Virgil.
Virgil
You have
would be looking
disadvantage.
for him.
Virgil was told to find Captain Roberts.
Or Verkon.
Oh, or Verkon.
He doesn't know what happened to Quick Whip.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you do notice Virgil who is now kind of gnawing at your lapel, trying to get you to come with him.
Hey, Virgil, where you been?
Still pulling.
I think the captain's over there.
Hold on. He's gonna glare at you. And hiss.
I've had enough hissing for one day, thank you.
Gonna bolt over to the captain.
Goes over to
Slap
Captain.
the funnel.
He's doing happily.
What?
Captain's happily drinking. He sees Virgil. Ah, well, I take it Dante's out then.
He nods.
Well, he's just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. We'll pick him up on our way in.
He shakes his head no.
That's an order.
He shakes his head no even faster.
Go
And he
deliver that.
sends a picture. And he sends a picture of badges with an X across it.
I have no idea what that means, but tell Dante it's an order that he has to make camp or something.
He sends a picture of the symbol just to the captain and headbutts him while he does it.
We'll address it tomorrow. I'm not sober enough to think about things like this right now. You have your orders. Send it to him.
He hisses. He's gonna look around and find the fish.
I'm currently underwater right now.
Yep.
He does not find the fish. Does he see Rose?
Most likely.
Yep.
He headbutts Rose.
Oh, hey, Virgil. What you doing here?
He pulls on her hair.
Did you want me to follow you?
He nods.
Is Dante in trouble?
He nods.
All right, give me a sec.
He coos happily as someone actually listens.
Rose goes over to the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Roberts.
Hey, Rose.
So, I think Virgil wants anyone to follow him at this point, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
I have already given the order that Dante is to make camp where he is, and we'll come back for him in the morning.
Okay. Is Virgil going to respond to this?
He angrily hisses.
Sounds like he really wants someone to go with him, though.
I understand, but no one is in a state to go. There's no party in a state to go out together, and I'll not be having one person going by themselves.
Okay.
So it's
That
gonna
is
have to wait
extremely
until
fair.
morning.
Rose looks to Virgil. Hmm. And walks away, but slightly beckons Virgil to follow her.
Follows.
Walking away from the captain, out of sight, she looks to Virgil and goes, check and see if anybody else is at least the slightest bit sober.
Oh, you're making me work.
Go ahead and roll investigation for Virgil.
I am. What's investigation? Intelligence. Ooh. Excellent. Excellent. He does not know shit.
Yeah, no, his next best bet is to head back to Verkon.
By this point, I'm crawling myself out of the sea.
Okay.
I have been beached.
Yeah, you're not going back to human form.
Nope.
Alright.
I'm gonna
Verkon,
chill out in all my sexy and scaly glory.
Verkon, you are once again joined by Virgil, who thinks you are sober as Rose.
Verkon's even going to roll to try and be awake and still having fun.
Okay.
Well, apparently he's awake still.
Yeah, he's definitely awake.
So he's still having fun with whatever's left.
Yeah, no, party's still rocking.
Then he's back in the fray.
Cool.
Hey, Lizard. Ready to move yet?
Not leaving with sword.
We're coming back for it. I have stuff in there too.
Let me go get it.
Yeah, okay. We're wanted fugitives now, boy.
I'm not wanted.
Yes, you are.
How am I wanted?
The guy poisoned you and killed himself. He's setting you up for murder.
He died in a secret basement.
No, he didn't.
Pretty
He
sure.
died in his bedroom.
They still can't.
They're framing you because they got us out so we can take them. We're coming back because I need stuff too.
Have your. I can see your sword on your back.
Yeah, I don't have my seal. Now, let's go.
To be able to defend myself.
Insight.
I will help you. I will give you my sword if you need to defend yourself. Now, can we go?
Get the cups off.
Let's walk a few feet and then we'll go. And we'll see how that goes.
You dragged me out here. You take these
I
cups
saved
off,
your
or I'm
life.
not moving.
I saved your life. You're welcome.
I was working for a fine man.
Who tried to frame you for murder?
So he killed himself, and he's framing me for murder.
To get us out. That was the deal that they took.
Who took?
Do you see these women? They have homes. They have families. I want to get them home. I have stuff
What about
in
you?
there. You have stuff
What about
in
you
there.
three?
One can't talk.
I'm Felix.
Where'd you come from?
He brought us along here.
Where'd you come from?
The town. We came from we're from that town. The other two just kind of nod with him.
If I'm walking, I'm walking.
What?
What?
I started walking the other way. Down.
No. I'm going to keep my hand on them. No. We're going the other way. Coming back. Oh my god, we're really doing this.
I mean, he's gonna make me. One's holding
Yerp.
me back.
Grapple check.
It's a strength save.
Yeah, he's only trying to push past you with the 24 strength. You gotta beat that.
I cannot beat that. I'm too tired.
And I'm
So
gone.
he pushes past you.
It also breaks the manacles, doesn't it?
No, that action was just to push past them. You didn't use it to break the manacles.
Tackle him. All of us. On him. I ain't dealing with this anymore. And then put cuffs on his legs.
That means you're gonna be doing the same thing you're already doing.
Yeah, welcome to Fight Club.
Welcome, King Dumb.
You got 15 added to your strength score for tackling him. Because
Hooray!
they're using their action to help you. Go ahead and roll your strength versus hers.
And you gotta catch up to him first.
I have 40 movement.
Okay,
And they all have 25.
Liza, you have.
He didn't say he was running.
Yeah, he's just said moving. Liza, you have to beat 35 to not be grappled. Yeah, no, you totally
+5
got
strength.
tackled.
God damn it.
Oh, there's no fucking feasible way to beat.
You can still make the attempt. So yeah,
Thunder. Oh wait, Thunder Wave.
No, I can't even do magic.
yeah, that cuff is still on him.
Unless I can't do anything. So you either drag me, or I'm gonna keep doing this.
Well, get him
The
back
only
in the
reason why I
wheelbarrow.
came back to the town was for the sword. I'm not moving. Move me.
Okay, you're not moving. Virgil's gone. I'm taking a nap. Put him in the wheelbarrow. If he moves, slit his throat. I'm too tired to care today. You 5. Come here. Sit. Move. They kill you. Okay? Okay. And I'm gonna plop myself on top of him.
I broke the manacles.
Oh,
You really gonna do that? You got someone on you
I
that.
don't care.
he's got to deal with them. Because I already declared my action.
So are you just
And
breaking?
I look at all of them. Yeah, I broke it. I
Okay.
looked at all of them. They need to roll a DC of 6. They had to beat a. Let me make sure. 1 second. I know the DC is what the save is.
Let's say for what specifically?
His intimidation.
No,
What are you looking
for
for?
something else. No, it's okay. It's in my spell.
Okay.
Scroll to the description. It's a dex save.
For what?
You can wait. I told you, you don't know my fucking spell list. I'm testing.
What are you casting?
I'm getting to it.
How are
What?
you casting?
Yeah,
I
weren't you
broke the
weren't you?
monocles. That's the whole purpose of it.
Yeah, you broke your handcuffs. The bracelet you can't break.
They're also just easily taken off.
Yeah,
They're
that's
not
true.
Yeah.
fucking bullshit.
I thought we were told not to take it off.
Really?
So
Just
they
'cause
all
you're told
passed their
not to.
check.
Oh, I saw a wave and God no.
That would have been great.
So they all passed the check. They're all still standing, and
Do they take half damage?
yeah, they do take half damage. 1 crit. They're retaliating.
Oh my god.
Fine.
Why? I'm laying
Why
down at
roll-
this point.
Well, now we gotta roll initiative now. There's no
You
retaliation. That was
did
a
an
surprise
attack.
round.
Dante, you automatically failed.
I don't even care.
You just took 17
Dante
damage.
does not care. That's fine. Dante does not care.
You also knocked back 30 feet.
I was already
away.
laying down.
Also,
On a
you just
tree.
killed all 5 of those women.
Oh my god, you did not.
Well,
Commoners.
that just happened.
I mean, you could have avoided this.
Why? I told you we'd get it back. You didn't even try and beat my deception.
You really didn't, though.
Because I don't. There's no deception roll.
Yeah,
I
there
didn't
was.
see a deception roll.
There was.
Yeah, there was
But-
a deception roll where he tried to lie about things like way.
And
way-
I said
I didn't see-
insight when you had mentioned you get to defend yourself.
I probably didn't.
Whoops.
Well, shit happened.
Yeah. Yeah. Shit happened.
What's your initiatives? Neat.
3.
Okay. Lisa?
I love it. 6.
Well,
8.
you're going last. Well, yeah. 1. Yep, that crit stands. That doesn't. Okay. So the war dog manages to get a crit on you. Dante, you heal all 5. You're just too shocked at the fact that all 5 women are now dead.
I had one rule. One rule. No women or children. Oh, buddy.
6, 9. Not as great of a roll. 11 damage. And the thief manages to do 1 point of damage to you as well. He's
Oh,
just
yeah, they're
punching
unarmed.
you.
Yeah,
They don't have weapons.
only the silent one's the one with weapons.
And he's my dude.
He a good dude.
Okay, so Dante, what's your dexterity?
A quick
16.
Lisa.
10.
I have a quick question
Yeah.
before they get too far into that. How much was confiscated? His components bag, his
I am a sorcerer.
focus. They still need foci.
Yeah, just cause you're a sorcerer, you still require components and the whatnot, and your arcane
Oh,
focus, one of the two.
How much was confiscated?
Well,
just
they
told us our
figured
weapons.
with the manacle that took out the magic, they didn't see any reason to take the arcane focus or component
sense.
pouch.
Well, I don't
Granted,
have
taking the
an
arcane focus
now.
probably would have been the safer bet.
Well, no.
I literally don't have an arcane focus.
How do you not have an arcane focus?
Oh,
Do you
yeah,
have-
the new shadow doesn't require it.
Really?
Exactly. I
Let's see.
died. It's in my body.
Nice.
No, there you go.
I
Wha-
forgot
that's
all
a
about that.
shadow sorcerer? I gotta look that up.
I did not know that part, so I apologize on that.
That's awesome.
That would be in Xanathos, right?
I don't know. I'm just the Dante.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, page 50.
You get it from your power comes from dark source magic.
Well, that's all well and good. You still need to channel it through something so you don't blow up your arm.
Say anything.
What level sorcerer are you right now?
6.
6?
It does not
Okay, so
say.
you get you get the fancy
Did I
glow in the
actually roll
dark
initiative?
eyes. And
Yeah, it doesn't say anywhere
you
that
don't
I can see that you don't need an arcane focus.
yeah, you still require an arcane focus or a component pouch. Sorry there.
Well, the component pouch I agree with. It's fine, but the arcane focus, I didn't say
They
I needed
do
to have a holy symbol or anything.
they serve as a similar function to make sure
Yeah,
that
they do the exact same thing.
the magic
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
fine with that. I just said it never said that. Like, have an item for it.
Yeah, no, all
Well,
that's
yeah,
in the player's handbook for
base.
spellcasting.
Yeah, yeah, that's written in the base classes that you require either an arcane focus, divine focus, or component pouch, pending which kind of style of magic user you are.
Yeah,
Well, I have the component pouch.
All right, then
that
you're good then.
works.
You good guy?
That's what I said. I had a component pouch. I just don't have like
So
some
do
holy
I-
symbol or staff or something.
All right,
Yeah.
no, you good.
So
As we
am
are.
I up?
So,
Yeah, you don't exactly have the turn order
yeah,
listed.
yeah, no,
I
Dante,
thought
you're
I
up.
actually did initiative. That's my bad.
I
I
have
didn't roll initiative.
one.
Fuck, dude.
Don't kill women. Now I'm pissed. My eyes glow black as I rage. And I'm gonna
You're
charge
also
in.
about 60 feet away.
How am I 60? I was by a tree.
No, you
You're
got
pushed 30 feet.
Did it push a tree?
It's water. It goes around a tree.
yeah.
You were laying on the ground as well. You weren't standing there hugging it.
That's fine. I took damage my last turn. So I can still use rage, right?
Yeah.
And it'll stay in effect? Cool. I'm going to charge my... So is he completely surrounded?
Oh yeah, yeah, he would be. He has one side open.
Okay, I'm taking that side.
You're using your whole turn to run at me.
Well, yeah. I'll do it again if I have to.
So it's my turn?
Yep.
Okay. Well, I face the town, and I do this.
I'm not seeing a. Okay.
Ignore. That's the people around me. Take 36 damage. They failed to save. And I go 90
Damn.
feet.
Pass. Pass.
Wait, what about 90 feet?
Pass.
I go 90 feet in the direction of my choice. I teleport.
Holy shit, you do.
Yeah.
Wait, we're looking at a wall.
I'm going towards the city.
Yeah.
He never said we
I-
saw... So, like... Okay.
I'm looking backwards, so I'm going towards the tunnel then.
I pass.
We all still take 18 thunder damage.
You know what? I'll deal with him tomorrow. I got what I came here for.
Exactly. It's with me.
Team plus. Hang on. You did click that twice. We only take 10.
Did I click it? Oh, I clicked it twice. It didn't
Yeah.
show on mine. Reason.
Yeah, no, so it's only 10.
Okay.
What's only 10?
The damage.
However, the gnomes mostly go down too. The wall dog seems to be teetering on the edge. He's unconscious and bleeding out.
I'm gonna lay on hands him.
Okay. What about the other two?
I get technically 3 rounds, right? To try and save him.
Yeah.
Okay, so medicine check. The first one
Okay.
Well, wait, you're a level
to
2 paladin,
stabilize.
aren't you?
Yeah.
Then you'd have 10 you should have, I
Oh,
believe,
I
10
could. Yeah, I
points.
could do 5 and 5. Yeah, I'll do
Okay.
5 and
Yeah.
5. So I just have to do a medicine check on the third one to see if I can stabilize him.
Well, your first one fails. I think.
Okay.
I think.
I'm checking that.
Actually, yeah, I was gonna say I think you just need a flat 10 for stabilization.
Yeah, I think.
I mean, it wouldn't be any different than making a death save.
Right. So I think that's why it's a I think, not a solid. You failed.
You failed. You died. Welcome to Dark Souls.
Don't worry, he'll wake up at the last bonfire he went to.
Oh god, he never went to one.
Well, he's SOL then, ain't he?
A.
A graveyard to explore. Haha, didn't I?
Yeah, it is 10, so you do stabilize the third one.
Cool. I'm gonna look at the other two. Alright. Help me load the women into the cart. Put him on top. Let's go.
Put
That
who
way.
on top?
The one that's unconscious.
I mean, they're all unconscious.
I healed the other two. They should be
Yeah,
waking
they're
up.
still unconscious for 1d4 hours.
But they received magical healing through his lay on hands, so they should be up and ready to go.
That stabilizes
Just like if I
them.
were to use
That
cure.
doesn't wake them up.
So if a hero goes down and I use cure wounds and
You
say,
have
"Hey,
to wake
here's
them
8
up.
points,"
I'm gonna slap him. Lightly.
That'll do.
Don't want to kill you. Wake up. Help me. We're going to go take a nap.
Okay.
So we're gonna load the 5 women
Yep. You
and the
load
unconscious one.
No,
we're
no
gonna
one's
push it.
unconscious. Oh yeah, that one guy's down.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna look back at the tunnel. If I see the lizard, I'm just gonna shake my head. I'm gonna keep walking.
Okay. So you keep walking. Party keeps going, and it is 1 o'clock. Oh yeah, we did start later, didn't we? But it's still 1 o'clock. We're at my bedtime.
Can I make it back to camp?
It'll be about 2 in the morning by the time you make it back to camp.
Well, what time was it when he decided he wanted to go? Because if it took Verkon 4 hours to fly at 50 feet per minute,
Yeah,
Well, I also
he's-
had Virgil trying to find someone.
right.
I mean, and he's slowed down
So-
with a couple of halflings at 25 feet.
It was
only.
Okay, so it was about 8 o'clock when when the message is happening.
Right.
So
Well, I mean,
that's
like
about,
after the fight, because I mean, if Michael's
Yeah,
flying
the
50
fight
feet per minute for
took
4
the
hours.
fight took 12 seconds.
Oh yeah, no, that I got.
So-
I get you.
Yeah, it's about a 5-hour walk. 5 to 6
5
hours.
hour.
Yeah, 5 to 6 hours.
If Michael can fly there in 4 hours, it'd take a lot longer than that.
I
Mm,
walk at 40.
yeah.
Yeah, but are you gonna keep pace with your guys who can only move 25?
They can hop on the cart.
You carry that much more weight. You couldn't handle the lizard by himself, and now
No,
you
he
have
was also
5
trying
dead
to
bodies.
rush, and that's why I had to save. If he's just trying to go at a pace.
They
As
can
said,
keep
it
up.
would be at like 1:30 at the earliest. It was closer to 2, so we're talking 6 hours of just straight walking.
Worth it.
And we are actually going to call it there for the night because I am tired and falling asleep. So not the way I was hoping to happen this week. But thank you for coming, and we'll see you in 2 weeks when maybe we can finally have some actual piracy happening. Anyone want to say goodnights and do shameless plugs for themselves?
Bye, guys. Have fun.
I think we've had enough shameless plugs earlier.
Oh, so you guys don't have your own YouTube channels that you do stuff on. I see how it is.
Nope.
Not really.
Exactly. Well, at least not till later. Maybe. We'll see. I'll think about it.
Well, it wasn't mentioned, but thank you for coming and watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you can see when these come up as soon as they do. Good night, everybody.